welcome. I'm Joe Vassilotti. I coordinate athletics for the district, and we always appreciate this event, our Basketball Media Day, where we involve our boys and girls basketball teams. And we have a number of new coaches this year. I want to point out right away, I tried to tell as many coaches as possible. The original program was wrong with the first couple pages because it had last year's coaches listed, which for 7 of you was fine. But for the other 5, you should have a corrected version by now and of the first couple pages, and we'll get an entire corrected program to you to send them to the schools, so you have that as a keepsake. And we'll get to the coaches here eventually, but we deeply appreciate this event, and we're here because of the Akron Education Association. Pat Shipe and her crew do a fantastic job. Let's give them a round of applause. And we'll get started and eat here shortly, but I know Ms. Shipe wanted to say a few words first. Pat?
Hi, everybody. For those of you that don't know, we always really appreciate and are honored to sponsor these events. The Akron Education Association, I'm the president of, it's a teachers union. We represent the teachers of Akron Public Schools. We want to welcome all of you. We always like to point out and certainly believe passionately that our athletes, our student athletes and our coaches, you represent Akron Public Schools, both on and off the field. In the buildings, we believe that you're the leaders of the buildings, and you do a wonderful job, and I don't think people tell you that often enough, but we certainly want you to leave here today knowing that you are appreciated. We appreciate everything both you and your coaches do to represent Akron Public Schools in the best way possible. So thank you for being here. It's our pleasure. Thank you. Have a good lunch.
Thank you, Mr. Shipe. I do want to recognize other guests that are here today. On the media side, we have Jim Clark. Jim does our APS live stream broadcasts and audio broadcasts and does a tremendous job, a true professional in every sense of the word. And coaches, we'll thank you in advance for getting Jim a detailed roster. He has an example for you to follow if you need that, so thanks for helping out. And Mr. Clark does our football broadcasts as well. So it's a great service to us, and Jim, we appreciate you being here today. Also from the Akron Beacon Journal, we have Nate Ulrich. Nate, a Firestone grad, and Mike Cardew, photographer. Hi, Mike. And Peter from APS 15, although I don't know that that's what we call it now.
We don't.
I can't keep up.
I know, APS-IS.
APS-IS. What's the IS stand for?
Information Station.
Well, I guess that makes sense. Okay, welcome Peter from APS-IS.
Very good.
Yeah, I want to thank, too, on a personal note, Sherry Basinger and Ron Linger from our athletic office are here who do a lot behind the scenes to help our sports programming, and deeply appreciate that. From my standpoint, they make my job a lot easier. Michael Ann, welcome to you and Christine and your whole crew, and we love this event.
Again, we'd like to thank the AEA. Tremendous opportunity for us every year with our sports teams to come out and have a nice luncheon and have our coaches and players get a little recognition. Thank you very much to our media people, as Coach Vassilotti said earlier, very important parts of our programs. And it's really an honor and a privilege for all of us to be here. I hope you'll remember that during the course of the season, that it is an honor and a privilege for you to play and represent our schools as we are the Akron Public Schools. We are all as one. I hope we will remember that throughout the season. So without further ado, I'd like to bring up Mr. Vassilotti to get us started today with our portion of the Media Day. It's an honor to work with him. He's done a great job. We have a lot in store for you this season, and it's a good thing I silenced mine because it's going off already. Make sure you got that. Mr. Vassilotti, come on up.
Thank you, Mr. Linger. Thanks again for all your help in the athletic office, and to Sherry as well. Just a reminder to everyone, we'll send out at least 3 revised programs to each school, actually for each team, so 6 total to each school. So it's all correct in terms of the coaches. And East boys players who are here, thank you guys. We'll get you in there. So we will have the coaches come up now, and we'll do it based on seniority, starting with the girls teams first. So those coaches who have been around the longest will speak first and kind of show the way to the coaches who might be new at this. So on the girls' side, we have a coach with many, many years of service. This is his second stint at Firestone as the girls' coach. Also spent time as a Garfield head boys' coach. So by far with the most seniority on the girls' side is Coach Audley McGill from Firestone. So Coach Gill, come on up with your players.
Making me feel old, which I am. Yeah.
Come on, we're about the same. I'm not going to make you feel old.
Yeah. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. How's everybody doing today? Good, good. Of course, my name is Audley McGill. I'm the girls basketball coach at Firestone. I'm not going to tell you how many years I've been coaching. I know I started in Akron Public Schools coaching in 1993. So that should tell you how long I've been around. This is, of course, like you said, my second stint at Firestone. Came back to kind of rejuvenate the program where it once was before. Of course, again, we are relatively young still. I got two of my players, Kiara Smith, Kiki, as everybody knows her as, and I have Olivia Mullins. Both are juniors. Both will be intricate parts of our basketball team. Of course, every year our goal is to compete. Starting all over again a second time is not as easy when you're not the young guy that I used to be. I used to run around the gym and coach like crazy like Nick Harris do over at Elliott, but I'm not that coach anymore. Also, I want to say congratulations to one of my former players, Carrie Guyton, who is the girls' head basketball coach at Bookto. I wanted to congratulate her on that. 4-year starter for me, University of Akron grad, outstanding basketball player. I just want to tell a quick joke. When I came in, of course, I'm talking kind of low, and she was like, "Where's your voice? You been hollering at them girls?" And I was like, "Nah, I'm beyond that now." So I just want to wish everybody good luck, and let's all have a great season. Thank you.
Thank you, Coach Gill. You're sounding youthful. Next on the girls' side, hard to believe second in seniority already, but it's true. And I want to also commend Coach Paris Caldwell from Garfield for delivering very heartfelt and introduction for her mother, who was recently inducted into the Summit County Hall of Fame. That was an awesome moment, and you did APS proud. Thank you. Coach, it's your turn. Golden Rams, come on up, girls.
Good afternoon. I'm used to alphabetical order, so this is new. And it's crazy that I'm the second one, I guess. But I love it. I'm glad to be here. Glad to see all the faces and everything. We're ready for a competitive season this year. I have Kanijah Kimbrough, who's a sophomore, and Daviana Singleton, who's a junior. We too are young at Garfield. Only have one senior, but as far as, talent-wise, everybody's young, talent-wise. And we're just gelling, and we're ready to get out there on the court. Be around to support a lot of teams this year too. I want to come out and see the boys and the girls. Hopefully we get everybody's communities involved so we can sell out our games. It needs to be that way for everyone. All right, good luck this season, y'all.
Next on the list, only entering year 2, but really has made a lot of positive progress on the north side of the city, is Coach Jane Euchre and the Vikings. Your turn, Coach.
I'm better with paper. I'm not too good on my feet, so I'm going to use this here. Yeah, we're just really happy to be here. Thank you, APS, for putting on this event. We were really looking forward to it. It's something that's really special for us. So thank you guys for putting this on. This year's team has been a lot of fun to coach. These girls were really committed to improving their game throughout the summer and in the off season, which ultimately has helped us put in, be able to put in some, more advanced offenses and defenses than we had last year. We also have some newcomers who bring a lot of length and athleticism for us, which is a little new for us. But overall, you're going to see a team who is really united, and they want to compete. They love the game. So there's a real spirit about my group that you can only feel. You can't really measure it, but there's a real spirit that I really enjoy as a coach. And I also think it's noteworthy. Our team GPA for this first quarter was a 3.3 average, just the varsity. But I just think that's special, and it's telling of, these girls they really want to achieve and do great things with their life. Standing next to me, I have 2 juniors. They bring a lot of athleticism, maturity, and leadership to North girls basketball. Nye Kimball was a very pleasant surprise for us. She transferred from St. V, and something we always say about Nye is that she plays with a lot of joy, which I love that. She's also really disruptive defensively, and she's going to help us get some points on the board. Deborah, not Shakuru, Deborah is a returner who is just a workhorse on the defensive end, and she's also really worked to improve her decision-making skills. So we're just excited. We're excited for the season. We love the City Series, and we're excited to see the City Series grow as a whole. We're pumped. Yeah.
Thank you, Coach Euchre. Now, our last 3 girls coaches here all have 0 years experience as head coaches in the city, so we welcome them and their new energy. But in terms of seniority, we thought we'd give the nod to Coach Harris from Ellett, since you've been a coach in APS for so long. Longtime assistant at Buchtel, helped at Ellett last year, and now officially head girls coach at Ellett, Coach Nick Harris.
No paper for me. We're going to use the cell phone, the old notes section, okay? So first off, I'd like to thank everybody, obviously Mr. Vassilotti, Mr. Linger, and AEA for putting this on. It's a great day, something we look forward to. This is my second year getting to come. Last year I came, I was pretty nervous. It's a great event. I look around right now, and I feel how lucky I am to be a part of Akron City Series. I see multiple former D1 players. I see multiple former champions. I see a man with over 300 wins, and I think about how much talent's in this room with us all together. If you talk about the conferences in the area, you will not see a litany or group of coaches with the successes these people have had, so it's kind of an honor to be a part of it finally. We've got a special group at Ellett. I was glad Jane brought it up. Our cumulative GPA this first grading period was a 3.5 for our varsity team. We've got a quarter of our roster that's on college campus currently, earning college credits, which we're very proud of. We've got girls who are on National Honor Society, girls that are on the leadership cabinet, girls that are ambassadors for the school. So it's a true high school scholar athletes. They take part in their community, in their building, and on the court. So we've got a real special group. We spent a long time in the off season, summer league, weight room, just about every day we were doing something. The girls were there consistently. We're lucky to bring back 8 varsity players, 6 seniors, and then 2 sophomores. We've also got 2 transfers that were able to come to us. We're lucky to have one Jada Tavares and another Shania Cherry. I brought with me these 2, the same 2 from last year. It's really nice having them back for another go-around. Rachel Wenzel, she is a senior this year. I'd like to say Rachel, one of the best soccer players I've ever seen. She got me into soccer. I became a soccer guy. I was out there in the fall a lot to watch her. This year she set the record for the most assists for a career in the state of Ohio. So no girl has ever gotten more assists than Rachel playing soccer for 4 years. She's also a heck of a point guard. Unfortunately, it's her second sport, so not many people are aware, but she's a heck of a player. This is Caitlin Holmes. Last year when I came here, I told you guys, get to know Caitlin because she's going to be a household name pretty quick. I think if you played her, you know what I was talking about. She had a great season. And just a week and a half ago, she was honored with her first Division I offer from Kent State University. So congrats, Caitlin. So with all that said, we'd like to raise our expectations. Last year was our first city championship in 17 years. So it had been 17 years since Ellen had won city. We were able to have that in a war against the artist formerly known as Kenmore. All right, that was a battle, a heck of a game. Went down to the wire. I'm still waking up with cold sweats thinking about it, Coach. This year we're hoping to do something new. Elliott girls basketball has never gone back-to-back in the city. So it's been around for 50 years. They've never been able to go back-to-back. So our goal is to win our second straight city championship and to make some noise in Division I state tournament. As you guys, D1's a bear. It's no joke. But the girls have worked hard. They've been consistent with their energy, and I think we can go out there and make some noise. Again, I appreciate you guys' time. I really look forward to seeing everybody on the court this year and competing together. Take care.
Thank you, Coach Harris. And Rachel, wow, setting a state record is really special. Congratulations. Next, we'll go alphabetically by school now. Coach Gill alluded to Coach Guyton earlier as a former player of his. And we're excited, and I know Buchtel is too, to have Coach Carrie Guyton, leading the program for Buchtel girls basketball. Coach.
Good afternoon. So, like you said, I'm a first timer. I just want to give thanks for the opportunity to be here. It's a great event. I was excited to be involved. I go by Coach Carey. I don't really like to use my last name yet. I want to feel, useful. Let's see. So I'm really excited about the season. As you all know, we are rebuilding. So one of my main goals for this year was to accomplish having all 3 levels of play, which we obtained. We have a varsity, JV, and a freshman team this year. Still very, very, very young. And then I have next to me is Aaliyah Golden and Daisha Palmer, which are our 2 captains this year. These 2 are just outstanding leaders on and off the court. This last quarter, Ms. Golden achieved a 4.1, and Daisha achieved a 3.6. And as a varsity team, a CUM, we obtained a 3.6. So that's something to be very proud of. I've gained a lot of support in this role here at Buchtel. So I believe that it will bring a amount of success for this season. So, thank you.
We appreciate that, Coach Carey. Thank you. And last, certainly not least on the girls' side from East, first-year coach and an East grad, and injecting some enthusiasm into that program is Coach Jonica Gardner. Coach, come on up.
Hello. Okay, as he said, I'm an East grad, my first time coaching high school. We're working on building a program. Last year, I guess, what happened last year, but this year we have 18 girls, 21 came out. Only one was ineligible. The other one, I don't know what happened to the other one, but they kind of maybe got scared. But the whole thing is that I'm excited to be here. I cannot wait for the season to begin, the city series, and see everybody on the court. Today I brought 2 seniors, Danae Lockett, and then this is my daughter. I had to bring her. She is here too, Janaya. I'm good luck for the whole season, and glad to be here.
Thank you, Coach Gardner. Look forward to seeing East Girls basketball in action this year for sure, along with everyone else. I want to echo what Coach Harris alluded to as far as last year's results with what was then Kenmore Garfield and Ellett sharing the regular season and Ellett prevailing in the playoff championship. Those were some battles, and we look forward to you two and all 6 teams competing this year again. Starting December 1st with the city games. So we look forward to that. Thank you, girls coaches and players who are here. And now we'll switch to the boys side. And in terms of seniority, we've got a good one at North, folks. And I know those who have been around know that and realize that. Certainly the people at North do. Coach Mark Smith. Coach, I believe, entering year 6 now this year. Where are you, Coach?
Yes.
This will be year 6 coming up. The dean of boys head coaches in Akron, but young at heart.
Yeah.
Coach Mark Smith.
So the first thing I did was look at Fisher and say, hold on, I can't. He's got more years than I have, right? Continuous years.
We'll get to that old guy eventually.
First of all, I'd like to thank AEA, Coach Vasilati and Mr. Linger, all you coaches who do a great job at the schools that you're at, and then to the athletes. Listen, we would not be here if it wasn't for young people who want to play the game of basketball and be involved in a team environment with an opportunity to develop personally, right? That's what it's all about. How can you use the game to become better at whatever it is you want to do in life? So I want to first start off with I know, Coach, you mentioned Carrie, and Carrie was one of my favorites at the University of Akron, that is. And so it's great to see her this year at Bookdale after watching her as a player at the university and then seeing her coach there as well. So my speech is always the same every year. We're going to be young and we're going to be inexperienced. We got about, I think, 4 players returning from last year in the entire program. It is what it is. So the goal is obviously to learn as we go and hope that we can stay healthy. North is a unique place. I'm glad to be there, but it does have its challenges. But the one thing I will say, those who choose to be a part of the programs there are committed to it, and we'll do our best to try to help them develop not only as players but as people. To my left here is Mr. Nate Peterson. Nate played for us last year. He's one of our returners. Really showed some promise last year as he got more minutes, and we're going to be looking for him to be one of those positives for us this season. And for the rest of the kids, I think we have about 15 kids that came out. We'll see what happens as we go along. I'm not the easiest coach to play for because I demand a lot, but those who stick around usually have some success. And I will say that, coming from North, we do have 5 young men who were part of that city championship game against Bookto a couple years ago that are in college and doing what they want to do. So it took some time to get it going, but we were able to get to a point to where these young men felt it was important for them to be able to go to college and then be a part of something at the next level. And so as I leave you here, I say good luck to everyone. I'm looking forward to the competition and the battles, and then I'm looking forward to the start of the season. Thank you.
Thank you, Coach Smith. And it reminds me to remind you and Coach Euchre our Positive Coaching Alliance workshop today at 4 o'clock. So we have a lot of quality time together here today. So I look forward to seeing you in the LEI room at North for that. And it's a good transition to our next coach, Coach McNeil Thompson at Garfield, because we had a PCA workshop at Garfield last week. So I want to thank Coach Mack and Coach Caldwell for your attendance with your players at that workshop. And now entering, Coach, what is it, year 3?
Yeah, 3.
Year 3 for now just the Garfield Golden Rams. Coach McNeil Thompson.
Thanks. Good afternoon, everybody. With me, I have down this end Elijah Turner, senior, transferred over from Firestone, actually. Elijah's a high character kid. Comes to work every single day to the gym, hard nosed, hasn't missed a workout since we began in the summer, and is currently 3.8, right? 3.8 GPA, and this guy right here, if you follow Akron football and you just hear anything out there, you probably gonna hear his name, Marquise Vaughn. He's a 3-sport star, and he recently just was awarded the Defensive Player of the Year for the city of Akron. And he is currently, 3.7 GPA. Both of these guys are leaders inside the school and pillars inside the school. I often tell, like Smook, I'll tell him, which we call him Smooky, sorry. So I'll tell him, like, if he do anything inside the school, other kids will follow. So he's just one of those guys, this constant character kid and a leader. We're going to be young as far as experience goes. We do have kids, like 19 kids returning to the program, but we got nine sophomores, 4 seniors. And then we got the juniors that we're trying to figure out spots for. But we're going to be young, we're going to be competitive, just like we always do. And just like you guys know, my guys go play hard. They savages on the court. We'll probably be in the double bonus by the end of the first quarter, but we go play hard. So I see you guys. Yeah.
Thank you, Coach Mack. And Marquise, congratulations on your success in the fall. Coach Boyd speaks very highly of you. We'll be sad to see you graduate, I'm sure. Next, we have Coach entering, I believe it's year 3 at Bookville, right, Coach?
Yes.
Coach Rayshawn Dent from our defending champions in the regular season and the playoff championship in the city, Bookville Griffins. Come on up, Coach.
Good afternoon.
Last year when I got up here, I was shaking like a crap game. Public speaking just not my cup of tea. But you know, after another year, I think I improved. I saw a coach say breathe to carry, so I'm practicing that right now with a couple Hail Marys. But I do want to say thank you to the APS Athletic Department for setting this up. This is a good thing. City Series, people need to see what we do behind the scenes and what is afforded to us. And the Athletic Department does a great job with that. Now last year when I was up here, I had two guys. I had Davion and Tony Motley. Both of those guys is at school right now. So I just want to say thank you for allowing them to come up and being presented before the city. Now today I have two guys, Coy Thurman and Amir Robinson. Just yesterday we had a mock signing where both of those guys have signed letter of intents to Division I basketball programs. Coy will be attending the University of Purdue at Fort Wayne. That's a Horizon League, right? And Amir will be going to the University of Nevada, which is the Mountain West. So next year, look these guys up. Now, for our team, Bookdale, the Bookdale Griffins this year. We got a good blend of young and veteran talent. These two guys, I have given them the charge of leading us, along with Marcel Boyce, which is not here easy today because we only was allowed to bring two football players. And I expect big things out of our leaders. These guys, they all have been tested. They all been varsity players. This is going into their 4th year of it. And I think that they should be able to withstand the challenges of a season, along with me pushing them as well. I do want to say we have great expectations for this season, as we do every year. We want to attempt to win a state championship. That's our goal, year in, year out. We may fall short, but I think it's the correct goal, and I think every team should feel the same way. You know, I know sometimes you come with shortcomings, things of that nature, but from a competitive level, that's our mindset. I do want to say, once again, thank you to our administration at Bookdale and our AD there, Brian Williams, which our football program had a great season. We feel, I'm gonna say in our scrimmages, we've been fielding like 10 guys, you know, playing 7 to 8 quarters because we haven't got a chance for our football team to try out yet. So we're gonna get that done this week. But I just want to say once again, thank you for having us. Good luck to everybody, and let's stay focused on the goal, united, all right? Thank you.
Coach Dent, that was smooth. You're like an old pro at this now. Yeah. Teach me something. I'm gonna lower the microphone back now, though. Next up would be Coach Chet Hazard from East. Coach Hazard couldn't get off work today, the dedicated educator that he is down in Stark County. So I will fill in for him. And just imagine me as Coach Hazard with a little more hair. And I want to introduce two seniors from East. We have Michael Woodall. Michael is a senior, and I want to point out too that Michael won one of our October Student Athlete of the Month awards recently, and he's waiting on his Nike bag, which we have ordered. But we'll get that to you soon, Michael. Congratulations. And I know Coach Hazard nominated you and spoke very highly of your accomplishments, you know, in the preseason, but also in school, in the classroom and in school. So congratulations. And I have Senior LeGrand Sowell here as well. And I know Coach Hazard's looking forward to his leadership on and off the court as well. So honored to have these two seniors here from East with me today. And these are Coach Hazard's words. He says, "We have an interesting mixture of veteran and senior leadership and young talent. We returned 11 of our top 13 players from our 14-10 team last year. I think we're going to be a little better than people think. However, we do have a lot of work to do as 3 of our top 7 players are sophomores. Our schedule is extremely difficult, so we certainly will have our hands full. I want to wish all of the coaches the best of luck this year, and I look forward to the challenge that this season will provide. I am very thankful and honored to get the opportunity to coach in the Akron City Series. Our league has as much tradition as any league in the state, and I truly hope that we will make our school, alumni, and fans proud." All right, guys, we look forward to seeing you out there. Thank you. Now next, the name that's come up already is Coach Fisher, now in his second tour of duty with Ellis, certainly many years of head coaching experience in the city, and I know Elliot's thrilled to have him back on the bench and off the bench. At Elliot doing his thing, Coach Fisher.
I would like to thank my AEA and the APS Athletic Office for having us here. Once again, it's good to be back. I've been off for 3 years, and then stepping back in the gym, I'm rejuvenated. I like it a lot, and have some great kids, and Chase Maring and Jackson Taylor here. I don't know much about my players, except what we did in the summer. We had a very learning summer, and we're enjoying practice now, and doing well. And it looks like we're going to have a veteran team. We have 9 seniors that we kept, and out of the 12 varsity kids. So we're trying to get back to where we were and have some success that we had in the past, get back into where we're playing the big teams around the area and making APS proud of us, and making sure that we represent them well. Chase is all-city returner. Jackson also a 3-year starter, both over 3-point grade point average. We also have a bunch of students that are either at STEM or at Akron Early College. So we do have a lot of kids that represent APS and have future goals in mind, not just basketball, but we're trying to get back to that basketball level that we were, and hopefully we can get there quickly. Thanks for having us.
Thank you, Coach Fisher. It's great to have you back. Finally, on the boys' side, first-year coach at Firestone, but longtime head coach in APS. A lengthy run of success with the Bookdale girls basketball program, and now leading his alma mater, the boys program at Firestone, Coach Brian Nuggebauer.
That's pretty dirty. I've had a stomach ache for about an hour, so and I brought my notes because I'm not as good as Coach Gill on the. I am going to try and breathe though. And I told them, I warned them. I said, this is probably my second least favorite day of coaching every year. And they, why? What? And I said, you'll see. Don't worry about it. I do want to thank AEA, Guys Party Center, Coach Vass, Coach Linger, Sherry, the media, Tina Lockery, our principal, Brian Fuller, our AD, and all the other administration at Firestone. It's an honor and privilege. Coach Linger mentioned that earlier. In my case, I'm very excited about coaching at my alma mater. These young guys, these young men, and the team. But to be coaching where it all started for me, I think about my former coaches while I was there, former players, teammates, classmates, and the whole Firestone family. A lot of them, especially coaches that I had, helped develop the man I am now. So it's a pretty big deal for me. I'm very excited, obviously. I believe our whole team is very excited about the year. We have a lot of work to do, and a couple of the goals we have are to get better every day and to be competitive at all times. What else? Yeah, I want to continue to the former coaches, the players, the teammates, all the people from Firestone. I want to continue to make all those people proud and continue to represent them the right way. we open up with, we have a very competitive schedule. We open up, our first 11 games are Highland, Talmadge, North, Buchtel, Lake at the Barberton Grenotes Classic, East, Garfield, Barberton, Perry, Alliance, Ellett. We round out the schedule with other tough non-league opponents, Twinsburg, Cuyahoga Falls, Padua Green, and Massillon. So we're excited about the schedule because it's going to help us get ready for the state tournament. The two young men I brought with me, Lamar Dampier to the far right, your left, and Jonathan White. Lamar's an honor roll student, and John is a merit roll student. They're both juniors. They're both leaders. They're both part of the locker room project. They're both high quality guys. They lead mostly by example. A lot, they're not demonstrative. They're not real, talkative. But when something needs said or something needs done, they're usually stepping up to do that. Very high character and very hardworking. So I really like these two guys. I probably could have brought a handful of other guys, but these guys, I think, represent what we're about and what we're going to be about the best. I think they check all the boxes. Grades, character, hard work, and all around fine young men. I'm excited about the steps they've already taken in their development as men and basketball, and I'm looking forward to being a part of continuing that process for them. A little bit about a couple other, other guys on the roster, full roster, 11 seniors, 3 juniors, and a sophomore. We have 4 transfer. 3 of those 4 transfers are seniors that came back. At one point they were at Firestone, freshman or sophomore year, and now they've returned. And then we also have 3 of them are seniors, and 3 are coming back of the 4. Okay, but that's about it. We're excited about the year. Good luck to everybody, and look forward to seeing you guys and playing you throughout the year.
All right, Coach Nuge. Sorry to make you wait, buddy. I didn't know I was going to cause any anxiety, but we all make choices in life. There you are. Coach Slinger, any last words, or we good?
I think Jim Clark needs to talk to
Oh, great.
people if he gets a chance at the end.
Okay. Yep. Yeah. Just coaches and players, please check in with media in the back table. I know Nate Ulrich's back there as well from the Beacon Journal, so might want to ask you a few questions. And something I heard, and we all heard, I guess, today over and over again, with the academic accomplishments of a lot of our players who are here today, which is really cool. A lot of high GPAs, scholar athletes, and believe it or not, young ones, your athletic skills won't last forever. I used to play basketball. I don't even know if I can dribble anymore. And it just, that lateral movement, I know isn't going to happen. But keep it up in the classroom, because that education lasts a lifetime. And congrats to those of you who have earned scholarships next year as well to be collegiate student athletes. And Caitlin, I know not next year, but eventually. So congrats on that. I want to remind everyone too of what we think will be a very worthwhile, fun, informative, and hopefully delicious event next Monday evening down at the administration building for all of our basketball varsity teams, girls and boys, from 6 to 7:30. One of our board members is Bruce Alexander, who himself was a heck of a basketball player and APS Hall of Fame member, graduate of North High School, played at Youngstown State. But he and Councilman Russ Neal, who's a Buchtel grad and a former athlete himself, had the idea to bring all the teams together for a preseason dinner gathering. So we think it'll be really cool, and we'll eat, and it'll be some good food, and then we'll do a little discussion, and we'll kind of break out boys teams in one area, girls teams in the other. And we look forward to that event next Monday evening. So thanks for making time in your busy schedules for that. Transportation's all secured as well, according to my emails. So, no, Coach, you haven't. Sherry, is there anything they need to know about that?
Just get the forms back.
Yes. Send them to you, correct? Yes. Yeah, completed field trip forms. We need to do that. Please send to Sherry. You have some already, right? Good job, Bookdale. All right. There you go. But anyway, we need the other 5 schools apparently, so follow through. I did send an email with the trip tracker information and the ID numbers for everybody, so that's in there in cyberspace somewhere. But thanks everyone for your attendance today. Good luck this season. Have fun, stay healthy, be great leaders in your schools and on the court. And please remember before you leave to check with Jim and Nate and media back in the corner there. Thank you very much. Good luck this year.